YouTube, what it do, what it do. You know the motto. If you can, go over there, hit me with a like, which is the thumbs up, and that'll let me know I'm kicking my stuff. As you can see in the background, I got a few pieces of some of that G stuff, not Ye stuff, from 89 on up / Damn You Clothing that I want to try to raffle up and raffle off to some of my viewers that been rocking with 89 on up since I kind of kicked off. And also, I want to just, shout out and thank everybody that been rocking with 89 on up, period. This right here, this story is, I had the young homeboy, he told me to kind of break down. He asked me to break down kind of how our turf day kind of formed, how it started. So to go into that, homie, back in the days, homie, when I was young, a lot of turfs had their hood days, homie. They had numbers, homie. Two numbers for a block, or already had cliques inside of their turfs, homie, where they can do that, homie. Like you might have had a 9 deuce for a 9 deuce bishop. You might have had a 5 deuce would be a 5th month, 2nd day for the 5 deuce Peblos. You might have had a 7th day, a 7th month, 7 day, probably for Inglewood families, and so on and so on, homie. But how these dudes was able to formulate a hood day or something. So at our time, homie, we was only working with the original block, homie, 500 block, Hyde Park 500 block, Inglewood NHP, homie. It wasn't no extra extension click or block to formulate us to have a hood day. So by us not having a hood day when other hoods had their hood day, we'll just go attend a day, a 5-4 day for a VNG, you know what I'm saying, a 5-6 day for a villain or something. We'll just attend these other dudes, or we'll go out to Compton to the West Side Power block parties or other P-Funk things that already had settings of hood days. We'll just visit. So later on in time, with the formulation of the turf pushing and younger generations up under me is coming along, which was one of my young homeboys, Lil G Half Deuce. He was in a formulation of starting a new block with a few more of the young homeboys, a BT, a old Big Face, I think, and a few more dudes, homie, had went in on a conversation and struck up an ideal about starting a new block, homie, which was the 700 block, located on Inglewood Ave. Stronghold headquarters was an apartment on that block called the Dooms, homie. That's where they whole first formulation kind of really kicked off, homie. So anyway, them dudes opened up the doors for a new avenue, which at the beginning, dudes like Big Dulo, me, Big 211, Lil Coco, Lil Wack, the list can go on of heavy homeboys at that time that didn't want that in formulation, homie. Because a lot of dudes felt like that'd bring division and separation inside the neighborhood, homie. And Big Dulo was one of the main pushers of that shit shouldn't be in existence. So them dudes had to go through a hell of a scrimmage with trying to hold that shit, because we was on the attack mode, rushing them, set tripping on them, on starting something new, homie, instead of keeping it all original 500. But that's just how that young shit go. We all done try to start something or keep something going to keep the whole fashion going, homie. So anyway, homie, with this new block coming in alliance with the turf 700 block, that gave us an avenue to have 2 numbers we can put together, but we still not big on it yet, as it's forming in the mid 90s going into the late 90s. We still haven't really all just collaborated to put this together. We just know it's 2 blocks now. So anyway, homie, to dig in the time, homie, the homies wind up formulating the block. They stronghold in Inglewood Ave, and they hustling and doing their thing that they supposed to be doing at that time, homie. You know, showing out, you know. And dudes that start these blocks, homie, when these blocks come about in hoods, homie, that's, you know, we the same hood, but it's to be a clique with a whole different extension outlet. And them blocks supposed to run like a normal functioning hood, homie. So when dudes start these blocks, homie, dudes be looking at these dudes that start these blocks of high expectancy, homie. You got to keep a funnel of money going, a funnel of equipment going, and all that shit, and alliance and discipline going inside your structures, homie. So anyway, dog, to dig more into how Hood Day started and how it got stamped and solidified, homie. So now, homie, like I said, it's going into the mid-90s, late 90s, homie. And I wind up going to the county jail on some chumped up charges, homie. So I'm in the county jail on hood chumped up charges. And as my time in there, I run across the young homeboy, Lil Dev from the hood, Lil Devil. So I wind up, you know, running around on the main line and wind up getting with the homie, selling up with the young homeboy. And so at that time, the hood is hot. They gaffling dudes on chumped up charges. So they wind up gaffling a few more dudes that's G's of my stature, snatching them dudes up. And these dudes wind up landing themselves inside the county jail with me. So at this time, we got a few Inglewood neighborhood Pyrus running around Los Angeles, Men's Central County Jail, homie. And so now a couple homies that I'm trying to hook up with, we haven't had a chance to really, like, you know, link up, cut it up, and just talk that shit and just brace each other from just being in the can with one another. So, me, Lil Deb, we in the cell, we doing our thing, we pushing the turf, homie. So months and shit, a couple months and shit go by, homie. We on the main line, but we hearing now it's striking back up. We hearing different dudes, Crips, Bloods, niggas in there talking about they hood days and this, and that, and this. So now, homie, I find out my homeboy LSD, he's locked up. He a G from the turf like me. So, man, we all wind up, I don't know how, putting some strings, homie, and we finally all get a chance to get housed together. Me, LSD, and Lil Dev, homie. So we up in there, homie, and we hearing these other niggas gossip, Crips gossip, homies gossip, them niggas talking, you know, about they turf days, homie, and shit like that. So I remember the homie striking up LSD, like, nigga, let's eat something, homie. So we hooking up a gang of food, laughing, reminiscing, sharing time, cause niggas all from the same hood. We just sharing street time, niggas talking shit, bagging on each other, clowning and shit. So we hook up a gang of food, the homie chef that shit up real proper, lay that shit out, homie. And we still in a collaboration talking about Hood Day and listen to these other niggas and talking about how to formulate that shit, homie. So now at that time, homie, like I said, 500 block was the original block. Then you got the 700 block. So we sitting here, still, you know, about to eat, getting shit together. And we hear some Crip niggas talking about, yeah, nigga, that's how we mixed ours, nigga. We did this, nigga. We took this block. We put the dominated block first, nigga, and put the young homeboys next and shit. So we just listen to these niggas chop it up. So me and the homie, we putting our shit. So we like, man, should we go 7-5? And then we both look at each other like, nah, nigga, we just heard, you know, some G-Rip niggas talking about. So me and the homie changed that shit up. We like, nah, homie, we gonna put the 5 first. Then we gonna put them young homeboys up under us, which is the 7. And we gonna make it 5-7. We gonna take the 5th month, 7th day, and formulate 5-7 day neighborhood, you know, for the turf anniversary, homie, for Hood Day, 5/7, homie. So we was like, damn, yeah, that's right. So Lil Dad was right there. We like, homie, this how we gonna run it up. This what it is. We gonna stamp it from right here. So the young YGG homeboy at that time, he got a chance to be a part with the G homeboys, which is me and LSD, on the formulation of Turf Day, homie. So we do a flyer up in there. We do everything, homie, on how we gonna set this shit up while we was eating, how we gonna set it up. We like, nigga, if we get out, we gonna push Turf Day. We gonna invite motherfuckers. We gonna have a sexy leg contest, nigga, with a $100 contest win prize. We gonna just set it up big. How we done seen other East Side hoods do it and other turfs do it real big at them times we was young, homie. So bam, probably a year go by, the homie touched down. I wind up touching down, homie. And we wind up having that same flyer, homie, running that motherfucker off, homie, and setting it off, and wind up going to the beach, homie, and solidified and stamped Turf Day, homie. And that shit been rolling for like 23 years, homie, heavy and strong. And that's a traditional thing in the turf. It wasn't on no criminal violent movement. It was just on the love, friendship, loyalty, and brotherly and sisterly love thing that we started that, homie. Hood Day, homie. You feel me? 89 on up. I'm just sending it. G shit, not ye shit, homie. I'm out.